Hello, this is Instructor Wheeler at Athens Technical College. With a brief video for my online students, I'd like to introduce a model essay that appears on the Blackboard course. And it's not to be confused with the sample essay for students to review, which has many mistakes and errors and organization and format for students to practice um, grading a paper before they turn in their first one. Um, so there's both a PDF of a model essay, which I'm about to introduce, and the sample essay, which is uh, in no way a model essay. Uh, it'll be apparent on the Blackboard course when you open up the PDF, you'll see a paper with obviously correct MLA format with some red uh, notes, red annotation upon it, highlighting the good aspects of the paper. I'll touch on those, but you'll be able to see these clearly when you open that PDF, which is called Model Essay PDF on Blackboard. When you open that up, you'll see the MLA headers, the spacing is double spaced, correct margins, and you'll see the title, The Power of Popular Culture. And that's what you want to look at before looking at the incorrectly done sample essay for your review. Let me just touch on um, the main points I have annotated here. And these follow very closely the grading rubric that I always use. And that is the same list of criteria that students will see on the topic sheet with the um, requirements and the topic prompts for Essay 1. Uh, First of all, format, which is the first criteria, 10%, you can see is done correctly on the model. There's the header on the first page only. Then at the top right corner, there's the student last name and page number at the top right of each additional page. Um, you see the 1-inch margins, which are on Word by default, so that shouldn't need to be changed. And the double spacing, all extra spaces have been removed. You have to be careful to do that. Um, Next is the introduction, and if you look closely, you'll see that there's a lead into a general topic. There's some background information given, which you can set the context up in different ways in the introduction, which we've talked about in class. But the introduction should end with a one-sentence thesis statement. And looking closely, you'll see that this thesis statement has all the components that I require: a general topic, a comment on that topic, and I recommend listing the points which are to follow in the body paragraphs. You'll see that enumerated here. The topic sentences are annotated, which start each body paragraph. And underlined in the paragraph, you'll see specific examples, which is the needed development. These can be concrete details. These can be specific examples. Uh, in the case of the third paragraph, it's actually quotes from a textbook source that are presented. Going into the second body paragraph, on the second page, you will see circled a link back to the thesis. So this one reads, not only can popular culture inspire in a similar way to folklore, it can also present the truth and beauty typical of the fine arts. So circled there is popular culture, which is a formal reference, a direct link back to the main idea, which is the power of popular culture. So a good, strong, formal topic sentence has that thesis link. This one also has that transition into the new point. Um, it can also present, so there's that bridge to the new idea there. So the enumerated here are all the components of a good topic sentence. Again, there are 3 or 4 or 5 specific examples underlined in that paragraph showing good development required of a um, college essay. Uh, the third body paragraph is similar, and finally, the thesis is rephrased at the beginning of the conclusion, and then the conclusion wraps up. It broadens out the scope, gives closure without repeating the whole essay over again. So I commend this to you. This is a good model, and compare this to the sample essay, which has many problems in all the criteria on that grading rubric. It has problems with the format, problems with the thesis sentence, most of the topic sentences. There's problems with unity, coherence, which is the sentence to sentence flow. There's problems with organization. There's problems with development, the use of sources, not to mention style, grammar errors, and language problems. So uh, compare the model essay to the sample essay with the many problems. And I hope that will give you a strong sense of how to do a better job on essay 1. Thank you.